Good afternoon. I'm just doing a video here about my food forest. We're on middle of September right now, and we're just starting off here in the back corner. Right down here is our eucalyptus tree, and it's kind of suffering a little bit because of all the shade from these pigeon pea plants. As you can see, they've gotten pretty tall. They're about 9 feet tall, some of them about 10 feet tall, getting really big. And we got a bunch of melon vines, different cantaloupe and honeydew and a bunch of other different types of melons down here. And also down here we have a little avocado tree, and I've got a bunch of little avocado trees running around, and there's another little orange tree growing right here. You can see them right there. And I've got a bunch of those. This one's actually a lychee tree. And right here is my lemon tree, and I cut it back a little bit so that it'll do well this winter. I want it to harden up a little more before winter hits. But here's an example of what the pigeon peas look like. This is while they're still green, and you can eat them like this, but I'm wanting them to harden up. I don't think there's any that are ripe right. This one's probably ripe right now. Anyways, they harden up like that, and you peel them and you get the bean inside. And right here is a Cavendish banana tree. It's pretty tall. Here is our Celeste fig tree, and it's growing healthy. It's getting taller, branching out a lot, and it's pretty much all done this season. We've eaten all the figs off of it, and the boys would pull figs off of it every day for a month or two there. Here we have some more pigeon pea and more cantaloupe down here. Here's a sawtooth oak tree that's growing up there. Here's another banana tree. This is a ice cream banana tree, and it's kind of got a different flavor of banana on it. They call it ice cream bean banana tree because it kind of tastes like vanilla ice cream. And then I've got these little trees growing up near the base of it. These are actually called ice cream bean trees, and they grow a pod, and inside the pod there's kind of like a fluffy, almost cotton-like texture. You eat that and it's really sweet, and I've actually got a bunch of them just growing all around the area. Here's some more pigeon peas. I got tons of pigeon peas all over the place, and here's what the flowers look like. And all the pollinators love the flowers. And right here is a Nagami kumquat tree, and I've been pulling all the flowers and fruits off of it before they can really set, just because I want the tree to grow up strong and kind of be strong for this winter time. But it kind of produces a sour citrus fruit, and you can eat the rind on it, so you just eat the whole thing. It's really good. At least I like it. Some people don't like it, but this is a pineapple guava plant, and it's an evergreen, and it creates a beautiful bush. A lot of people just use them in landscaping, but they actually do produce a little green guava that you can eat. It's a very tropical flavor. I haven't tried any yet because this one hasn't produced any. But over here is the goumyberry bush, and it is dead. I think we got too hot this summer, so I've got some other plants that I'm going to replace it with, but that's that. And here we have some more pigeon pea. You can tell they're getting really big and tall there. And here's an Aberkina olive tree. It's just a little olive tree, and it's coming along well. Over here we had a blueberry bush, but I think it got too hot for it this summer, and it died. And I've got these little sticks in the ground, you can see here, and these are actually mulberry cuttings. And what's cool about the mulberry tree is that if you just take a cutting from it and stick it in the ground, it'll grow a new tree. As you can see right here, this one's actually starting to leaf out down there at the bottom. So it'll grow a whole new tree from there. Got some more pigeon pea. And oh, right here's kind of an interesting tree. This is called a Jamaican cherry tree. And it creates a little berry fruit on the end of it that is delicious and tastes like cotton candy. And this is a pindo palm. And I haven't tried any fruit from it yet, but apparently it tastes like a pina colada. And here is moringa. You know, you can tell they're getting tall. This is probably about 8 feet tall, and the leaves are edible on here, and they taste like horseradish, and they're really good. I eat some every day. All right, so if we come along, now here's my tallest moringa tree. That guy's got to be like 14 feet tall, or maybe taller, something like that. Got another pindo palm underneath it. Got some of these more pigeon pea. Got a bunch of melons running along the bottom there. Over here, we've got a goji berry bush just starting back up. It kind of died back during the summertime, and it's coming back from the roots. Over here we have a what's it called? A honey something, but it's a nitrogen fixing plant. I'll remember the name of that later. Got another banana tree here. Some more pigeon pea. And oh, we got another olive tree back here. This is a Abriquina olive tree. It's doing well. Oh, now I remember the name of that tree that I was talking about beforehand. I got another one right here. It's called a honey locust tree. And here's some more of these avocado trees that I was talking about. That's right here at the base of this banana tree. This is another ice cream banana tree. And then back in here, we have a loquat tree, and it produces a little fruit that's kind of similar to a plum. Has more of a citrusy flavor though. It's not citrus though. It's actually, yeah, so from there we have another sawtooth oak tree. Oh, and there's a little animal lizard hanging in there. He just ran away. And down here we have a jujube tree. It's kind of similar to an apple, but not an apple, smaller, and kind of gets a sweeter flavor if you let it ripen all the way. And here's a brilliant example of some pigeon pea. Look at all these bright yellow flowers. The hummingbirds really love these. They get really tall and big. And down here we have some in pots that I grew from seed. They're called tune trees. What's really interesting about these is that you can eat the leaves, and the leaves taste like beef and onion. It's fascinating, really fascinating. We got some more moringa here. Here's a fig tree that my family loves. It was sold to us as a Beers Black, but I think it's actually a Violet de Bordeaux based on the flavor. It's kind of a interesting subject, but this is probably my family's favorite tree right now based off of the fruit that's come off of it. Excellent flavor. It's kind of similar to a raspberry, but try and imagine a raspberry without the tartness. It's quite amazing. Here's another jujube tree, and here is a cherry of the Rio Grande, and it's not actually a cherry tree. It's more closely related to guava, but it's not a guava. But the fruit that comes off of it tastes just like a cherry, so that's why they call it cherry of the Rio Grande. It's from Brazil, from southern Brazil. Kind of handle colder temperatures, but it's subtropical fruit tree. Here is a Pawnee pecan, and I don't know if it loves exactly where we planted it. It's not growing great right here, but it's hanging in there. Got some flowering bushes that Celeste got. I can't ever remember the name of them. It's like vibranium or something. This is a Florida Prince peach tree. Produces some very tasty peaches, very sweet, very succulent. Then down here we have a bunch of moringa growing, and intermixed in the moringa is some mulberry trees. And you can see this guy right here. He's getting pretty tall and skinny. He's getting tall. And I planted him this year when he was probably about 6 inches tall. And now they're getting really big and massive, and I've been taking cuttings from them, as I showed earlier. And then if we move from this part of the backyard, the other parts, we have a chicken coop over here, and we move it around every day, or I should say Celeste does. And then here are some of our chickens back here. And we have a bunch of tomatoes planted back here. They're kind of making their comeback from the summer heat. In the middle of summer, they kind of die back a little bit, and then as we kind of roll into fall, they start to revive themselves. And here we have an orange tree that I got. It's called an Arctic Frost Satsuma, and it does better in colder temperatures, but it's an orange tree. Here's some banana trees that I actually grew from our other banana trees. They grow off other offshoots, and then you cut those offshoots off. They're called pups, and then you plant them other places, and then they grow into a new banana tree. And that's how banana trees are actually propagated. They don't have seeds anymore, so that's the only way they propagate. Here's another pineapple guava bush. I'm probably going to put this in the place of where the goumyberry died. Here's a fantastic, or otherwise known as a Del Rio avocado tree, and it is the most cold hardy avocado variety in the world, so hopefully that does well here. We got some mint, some parsley, and the chickens have been going to town on that parsley, so we've been kind of putting stuff over that to protect it. We got some basil, some rosemary, some oregano, and I believe down there's thyme. And then I've also, in some of these pots, the tomato vines are dead. They're not coming back. And so I put some cuttings in there of some mulberries and some figs. And as you can see, they're kind of coming up. So it's really fun. Anyways, thanks for watching, and have a great day.